Hey guys, it's me. Today I'm going to give you tips on what you should and shouldn't do with your hair. Right now I'm going to give you not to do's because there are so many of them. First off, for you girls who dye your hair, it always says to wait 6 months to dye it, but we know that that's not going to happen. Because our hair fades out so quickly and we start to lose the hair color. So if you have really, really thin hair, I would not recommend dyeing your hair that much because you already have super thin hair and it's going to make you lose your hair way faster. People with thin hair, kind of like me, not super thin, I dye my hair about once or twice a month. Or I dye my hair like a month or maybe two. Because I'm not the type of person that's going to dye like every week, because I'd rather keep my hair, and if I dye it like once or twice, if I dye it like in a month or two, then it's not going to really badly kill my hair. The people with really, really, really thin hair or thick hair, like my friend Mandy, she has so much hair on her head, like you can't even braid it, and because it don't even look like a braid, because it is so thin or thick. You're gonna have to use a lot, like maybe 2 bottles of hair dye, because of how much hair you have on your head. And I would not recommend it because first off, that's not gonna be cheap for you, and then you're gonna have to dye it a lot. So there's that. When you straighten your hair, there is oil. It does not make your hair look greasy or anything. I actually don't have the oil, but the lady I used to work for does, and it keeps her hair from frying really bad. The type of straightener I use is a wet to dry. They say you can use it while your hair is wet. I would not recommend that, because even though it says wet to dry, does not mean when your hair is wet you can use it. Even if that's what a straightener, even though that's what a straightener is meant for, like a certain straightener, I still would not recommend that, because it is so bad for your hair. Because once you apply it to your hair, the steam is rolling off and it gets so hot that your hair will start to break and fall off, and then you start like losing a lot of hair, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, why am I losing so much hair? I kind of wonder why. But I like it because it has a power button. It has a minus sign to where if you don't want it really hot, you want it kind of cold or whatever, press it all the way down, and I think it goes up to like 5, or down to 5, and then you push it up and it goes all the way up to 30. Do not go up to 30. It will really badly fry your hair. Even if you have really, really thick hair, I still not recommend that. When I straighten my hair, I use this. It's one of those where you don't clip, you just take it and you roll it or whatever, and then you hold it there. It goes up to the highest of 430, and it goes to the lowest of 300. If you have really, really thin hair, I would recommend about 300, almost 370. If you have really, really thin hair, like me, I would recommend, I go to 430, and I know that's not the best for my hair, but if I want to get it done really kind of fast but make it look really good, I go up to that high. But if you want to take your time on it, I would not recommend that high. I would just kind of experiment on what kind of doesn't really badly fry your hair and what kind of does. So you always know. If, let's say, I can find something here. Okay. Where'd it go? This bobby pin right here, so you can tell, I don't know if you guys can see, there's the little ball point, and then there's not on that one. If you put it in your hair, do the one with the ball side into your hair and the edge on the top, and once you go to try to pull it out, if it gets stuck and you're having to literally pull your hair, I would have somebody else help you pull it apart and kind of just pull it out. Because people will be like, they'll shove it in their hair, and then they'll be like, oh, I want to take this out now, and they'll yank their hair out, and they'll be like, ow, my head hurts. I wonder why you just freaking yanked this out of your hair. Makes sense. When you get out of the shower, do not go ahead and try to brush it, because that is so bad for your hair, because your hair isn't fully dried yet, and the water will just make your hair tangled. And so I'd let it dry for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then just start from the bottom like this. You're going to go through the bottom a few times. Even though you don't feel any tingles, you're just going to keep going through it a few times, and then you're going to go a little higher, not much higher, and brush through it a few times, then go up, and let's say we get about here, and there's a problem where I cannot. Do not keep freaking yanking on it, okay? You just hold on to it, go, pull your fingers down a little bit, start from there, and kind of go into the tangle, not all the way, and then brush. Okay, I hate it when people will be like, oh, my bangs don't really count because they're not going to be that tangly, and I freaking like just rip through them. No. Like, your bangs is still part of your hair. There might not be that much there, but they still get really tangled up. And I would not recommend blow drying your hair all the time. Like, once in a while isn't that bad, but if you blow dry your hair every single day, your hair is not supposed to be drying like that. It is supposed to dry naturally, because if you blow dry it all the time, you're kind of blowing out the water that your hair really needs. So I'd recommend blow dry, or just like letting it dry out. And if you blow dry it, don't completely, like, to where it's so dry, like it's crazy. Kind of like blow dry it out. It might be a little damp. That's fine. And if you're going to blow dry your hair, you need to blow dry it first before you even brush it. Just blow dry it a little bit, and then start from the bottom and just kind of work your way up, and then blow dry it again, and then work your way up again. Because even though you've already brushed it once, your hair is still going to get tangled from the heat and the moisture kind of mixing. It's going to make your hair, first off, frizzy. Second off, it's going to make it kind of tangled up again. So you just kind of want to take breaks every now and then and go through it and brush it, blow dry it, brush it, brush it. So that's what I would do. If you're going to put hair accessories in your hair, don't put something in there that's going to completely damage your hair. I had a blue flower that I always wore, and you can get these little bobby pins that, I'm not kidding you, they're about that big. See if I have one in here. But I love them because they don't have the little ball points. They have a cover, but the cover doesn't come off. Like, you cannot get it off unless you're like biting it all the time and be like trying to get it off with your teeth. Other than that, it's not going to come off. Some good things for your hair is kind of, before you even straighten it, kind of put detangler in it, not be like gobs and gobs and gobs of it. Just kind of like spray it here and there and here and there. And do your tips, especially, like, do your tips first maybe, and then go work your way up. And then do the inside too, because everyone always misses under their hair, and so that's when it gets really badly tangled. If you're going to put your hair up, I do a thing, and I call it the Cinderella hair, because I put my hair up, and it's like just kind of makes a big band in the back of my head. That is cute, but when you take it out, you have to be very careful because you're going to be using a lot of bobby pins, and you want to make sure that you don't like lose the bobby pins and forget about them and being in your hair and just start brushing it or going to wash it out, because that'll really badly damage your hair. So if I were you, I'd count how many bobby pins you put in your hair, and when you take them out, be like, I'm missing one, or what's going on, because I'm missing a whole bunch. If you're missing a lot, there's a problem. Either A, they fell out, which means you did not put those things in right, and B, you just put them so deep in your hair you can't find them. Which, that's a big problem. You don't want to have like a bobby pin like where it's meant to be up here and be like all the way under your hair. No. I like using headbands like this because they don't really get tangled in your hair that bad. Like right here, I have a strip of it going down, so that way, hey, I know I should probably pull it from this side first, make sure there's no hair caught on it, and then kind of make sure there's no hair around it, and then just kind of pull it off. And of course your hair is going to kind of stick up because it's been on the headband, but that's how you do that. Salt water. That is amazing for hair. If you have really, really thin hair, do not. Thin hair at all, do not put that in your hair. It will fry your hair so bad, it's even worse than straightening your hair when it's wet. If you have hair like mine, or really, really, really thick hair, that's fine. It nourishes your hair, it just makes your hair really nice and shiny and not greasy. It actually kind of keeps the grease out of your hair. That doesn't mean don't take a shower. You still need to take a shower. When you wash your hair, and when you go to take a shower, I take a shower every day. But I do not wash my hair every day. I wash my hair every other day. So if I if I wash my hair Monday, I will wash it Wednesday, then Friday, and then so on. Because if you wash your hair every single day, A, that causes hair loss. If you dye your hair, it takes the color out. It damages your hair. It gives you split ends, all that type of stuff. So you should not wash your hair every single day. Wash it every other day. And if your hair is that type of thing where it gets greasy in a day, put it up every other day. That is so much better for your hair. I promise you that. So this is a really long video again, so I'm going to end it here. If you have any suggestions on hair things, let me know. If you have a problem with your hair, let me know again. I will tell you, hey, you should, or be like, I don't know what's wrong with my hair, it's doing this, yada yada yada. Tell me the products you use in your hair, first off. Tell me what you've done ever since it started doing this, if you can, and I will let you know, hey, this is what you're doing wrong, or this is something you should be using for your hair, or this is really good for your hair, start using this. If you're starting to freak out because you dye your hair so much, or you're starting using a new product and you think you're starting to lose a lot of hair, let me know and I can do some research on it, because I'm really good at researching hair stuff. So let me know about that. I think in the next video I might do some bows or little headbands and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know. And oh, by the way, for you people that have best friends' birthdays coming up really soon, let me know. I can do a happy birthday thing on here. I can embarrass your friends. I could do a video just for them, be like, hey, so-and-so, happy birthday. Your friend told me that it was your birthday today, and I mean, I can just go on with it. If you want me to be really nice about it, if you want me to be like kind of crazy, or be like, it's your birthday, really? Really? You're old. I could do stuff like that. Just let me know what you want me to say, how you want me to act when I say it, and yep. Let me know, hit me up, and if you guys have any suggestions on what we should do for this channel, again, hit me up, me or Mandy. Be like, hey, Hope and Mandy, will you guys do this in a few of your videos? Like, will you do funny things in your videos? Will you do how to draw things in your videos? Will you send a cake in somebody's face? Whatever. Literally, like, whatever. Let me know. Just don't get it to where it's too crazy where we lose our channel. Because I really like this idea. So yeah, hit me up. Let me know. Okay. Thanks. Peace. Love. happiness. Bye.